All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're jumping right into Chapter 8 of Robert Kiyosaki's absolute classic, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We're going to break down the step-by-step roadmap for awakening your sleeping financial genius. Because let's be honest, so many of us have been completely culturally programmed to just, go to school, get a safe job, and grind away for a paycheck until we're old and gray, all while completely ignoring our own innate financial potential. Well, today, that changes. So, why do the rich just keep getting richer? It's a question that frustrates so many people who feel literally permanently stuck in the daily grind of the rat race. You look around, you see other people succeeding, and you just kind of wonder what the secret is. Well, the answer doesn't require you to be some born genius, and it for sure doesn't require a lucky lottery ticket. It just requires a fundamental shift in how you view the world. Okay, let's unpack this foundational truth right here. You have to stop letting the awesome power of money control you and instead learn to master it. The masses just let money dictate their whole lives, right? They wake up, work hard, pay the bills, and never even question if there's a better way. If you actually want to awaken your financial genius, you've got to commit to flipping this dynamic entirely. Now, in Chapter 8, Kiyosaki outlines a 10-step process. But today, we're going to focus deeply on 5 of the most critical foundational steps: purpose in daily choices, choosing your friends wisely, mastering fast learning, paying yourself first, and investing in good advice. Let's dive in. Step 1. Purpose and daily choices. This is all about the power of your spirit and those little decisions you make every single day. Listen, without a deeply personal, emotional reason to become wealthy, this whole journey is just going to feel like way too much work. And it all starts with the binary choices we make with our words. When you say, "I can't afford it," your brain literally just goes to sleep. It lets you off the hook. But asking, "How can I afford it?" Well, that forces a mental workout. It opens up all these possibilities and forces your brain to actually overcome obstacles. So the crucial takeaway here is that every single day, with every dollar that passes through your hands and every thought that crosses your mind, you're actively choosing to be rich, poor, or middle class based on what you feed your greatest asset. It's not your house. It's not your stock portfolio. It's your mind. You got to train it to see the opportunities that, frankly, 90% of the population completely misses. Moving on to step 2, choose your friends wisely. Let's talk about the incredible power of association. You've probably heard that saying, right? You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, when it comes to wealth, you consciously need to learn from both ends of the spectrum. From your wealthy friends, you're learning how they spot trends and make money. And from friends who are struggling financially, you observe the mental traps to avoid. Now, you absolutely shouldn't pick your friends based strictly on their bank accounts, but you definitely must be aware of the financial mindset they're bringing to the table. Kiyosaki strongly warns against listening to the Chicken Littles of the world. We all know these people, right? The frightened ones always shouting that the sky is falling. If you blindly accept their doom and gloom advice, you are going to be paralyzed by fear. Wealth is made by recognizing inside opportunities before the masses do. That requires an open mind, not a fearful one. You just can't capitalize on a shifting market if you're constantly surrounded by panic. All right, step 3, master fast learning. It is time to learn new formulas. Look, the old formula of just working hard for a paycheck is basically from the caveman days. Making money is kind of like baking bread. You just follow a recipe. Master one basic wealth-building formula first, like, say, buying real estate foreclosures. Put it into action, and once you succeed, immediately start searching for a newer, faster formula. Don't just settle. Keep expanding your playbook. And this brilliantly illustrates that your true competitive edge in the information age is your adaptability and your speed of acquiring new financial skills. Honestly, what you learned 5 years ago might already be totally obsolete. The people who win are the ones who can continuously absorb new concepts and pivot way faster than anyone else. Okay, step 4. Pay yourself first. This right here is the ultimate test of self-discipline. This is arguably the most misunderstood concept in personal finance. Everyone says it, but almost no one actually does it. To pull it off without completely ruining your life, you gotta master 3 things: the management of systems, the management of people, and most importantly, absolutely crucial, mastery over your cash flow. Take a really close look at the arrows on this diagram. Financially intelligent people route their income directly into their asset column first. They buy assets before they ever pay their monthly expenses. Think about that. Most people pay the landlord and the taxman first, and then try to save whatever tiny fraction is left over. The wealthy flip that script entirely. Now, you might be wondering what happens if you pay yourself first and come up short on your bills. The natural instinct is to freak out and dip into your savings. Do not do that. Instead, let the creditors yell. Use that very real pressure to motivate your brain to generate new income streams. The pressure acts like hitting the gym for your financial muscles, forcing you to get smarter and way more active about making money. Finally, step 5. Invest in good advice. And by this, we mean paying your brokers well. It's crazy. A lot of middle-class folks will eagerly drop a 15 to 20% tip for bad restaurant service in their expense column, but then they'll relentlessly complain about paying a professional real estate or stockbroker a 3 to 7% commission in the asset column. Actually, scratch that. It's more than crazy. It's entirely backward thinking. You're stiffing the very people who can actually make you wealthy. A skilled broker acts as your eyes and ears in the market. They're out there looking at deals all day long, so you don't have to. They save you time, they bring you lucrative inside opportunities that far outweigh their commission, and they provide an invaluable education. The trick is to find professionals who actually invest in the things they sell and then pay them well to make you rich. As we wrap up this roadmap, you have to understand a really profound psychological difference here. Suffering a financial setback, losing a deal, or coming up short on cash, that makes you broke. And hey, that happens to everyone. But giving up on your financial education and completely surrendering your mindset, that makes you poor. Broke is just a temporary situation. Poor is a state of mind. Every single time you hold a dollar, you are standing at a crossroads. You make an active choice to join the poor by spending it foolishly. You make a choice to join the middle class by buying liabilities that you mistakenly think are assets. Or you make the choice to join the wealthy by investing it first and foremost in your mind, and then into real assets. The knowledge is literally right here in front of you. You know the foundational steps now. You know how to reframe your thinking, how to choose your associations, and how to pay yourself first. But the choice to actually act on it, that rests entirely in your hands. So are you going to keep doing what you've always done, or are you going to demand more from yourself? Remember, your financial education definitely doesn't stop here. It's a lifelong process of expanding your single greatest asset. Hit that subscribe button below so we can keep bringing you these high-impact explainers straight from the best source material out there. Until next time, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. When the very next dollar enters your hand today, which destiny are you going to choose to buy with it?